Long after the thunder of the crucifixion faded, a boat with no oars slipped silently across the Mediterranean. Aboard was Mary Magdalene, veiled not just in sorrow, but in secrecy. For within her she carried not only memories of the Messiah, but his living blood. She landed in the hills of southern Gaul, where the stars above whispered secrets and the old druids still read the soul like scripture. There, it is said, a child was born, not to wear a crown of gold, but to pass down a hidden flame. A lineage not of kingship, but of spiritual inheritance. This sacred bloodline threaded quietly through the centuries, guarded by mystics, heretics and seers. Then, in the shadows of medieval Europe, as the church reached for the sword and the scroll, a new order emerged. They called themselves the Fratres Roris Copti, the Brotherhood of the Rose Cross. They spoke not of lineage aloud, but in symbols. A rose, the divine blooming in the heart of man. A cross, the burden of matter and sacrifice. The alchemy of soul, transmuting flesh into spirit. The golden ratio, sacred geometry and planetary alignments, all encoded messages pointing to an inner Christ, a forgotten divinity within. But secretly, some among them were more than philosophers. They were watchers, stewards of the Magdalene's bloodline. Their task was not to reveal it, but to protect it, until a time when the world could understand that Christ's legacy was not merely an event in history, but a seed within every soul. They believed the union of Christ and Magdalene was symbolic and sacred, a holy marriage of divine, masculine and feminine. The secret of resurrection itself echoed in Hermetic texts, Kabbalistic paths and alchemical fire. The Rosicrucians hid this truth in plain sight, in cathedrals that hummed with sacred proportions, in art that revealed what Scripture could not, and in sealed manuscripts passed hand to hand, eye to eye. They were never a religion, they were a mirror, held up to humanity, asking, "Will you awaken the rose within or crucify it once again?" And so the rose cry endured, not in temples, but in those who walked the silent path of truth, balance and inner light. The bloodline may still live, but the greater secret is this: the rose blooms for all who dare remember who they truly are. If you enjoyed this journey into hidden history, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more mysteries revealed.